Okay, that's what an indexer is. They are very expensive, hard to maintain, they're constantly getting updated, and they're a pain in the butt to create. If you have a team of 4 people dedicated specifically to do that, then I would say do it. We built it so you don't have to do any of that stuff. But let's see an example of everything within our data model. So the most important thing to note before you start on any of our data bits is to see store, thing, and token, understand the relationships between store, thing, and token. So a store could be a stadium. So it is your own smart contract. You can have many smart contracts. One of them would be, let's just focus on one, and we'll actually be able to see a store creating a thing and minting tokens all within our data, and we'll see how we can actually fetch that. So store, stadium, thing is kind of, let's see, maybe it's an area that describes the type of seating. So this could be the really expensive seats, but they all kind of have the same view. These guys are in the back, nosebleed, kind of similar pricing, but same generic idea, right? Each individual token an NFT has ownership, it has price history, and we can trade and move these things around. And let's see how this actually works in our system. So right now, what I'm going to do, we're going to start with an empty data. We have no data. Let's go actually into here. We're going to create. We're going to deploy a new store. We're going to call this the Stadium Store. It exists. So right now, I'm going to deploy this, and we are going to find it where name equals stadium. Let's get rid of all of that. So we have our stadium. It just got created, right? Store has no things. So things, it's got no things. It's an empty array because we haven't created anything yet. So let's go into here. We've deployed the store. I'm going to click it. So now we're in here. We're going to mint a thing or create a thing. But let's actually upload a nice little image. So this is going to be like the box seat tickets, right? We have 10 different seats. But right now we're kind of creating the grouping of this box. So right now we're uploading directly to Arweave. It's another distributed system that is pretty unique in the fact that I can't edit it as a minter or Mintbase as a store. That's another conversation. We're going to mint 10 of these things. We're going to call this the box seating. We're going to add some little bits, and we're going to mint it. We can go deeper into the royalties and all of that, but I think just keeping it simple with store, thing, and token, we can go from there. So right now, we just did that. The indexer caught it, and now we're seeing it. Literally, we did the whole roundabout from confirmation to GraphQL updating to our system updating, and it almost feels very real time. We can come over back into here. If we press play, we now have a thing. Thing ID has a meta ID. So if we go over here, we can actually take this meta ID. We can even go into arweave.net/that, and we actually can find all the different information from that seat. I can't change this. You can't change it. All right, so now we're back into here. We have our thing. We can even go and see the tokens. So we minted about 10 of these different tokens. We can see all the different unique IDs. We can even go in and check out the owner ID, and we get all the different accounts. If I transfer this, this token ID will change, or the owner ID will change to whoever now owns it. So all of this information is yours to grab we use Apollo to pull that and keep our entire interface in sync. We use polling to kind of give us that real-time fetching bits. But if I were you, I would just kind of go in and poke around. We can see all the different minters that are on here. Within thing, we can even go back to store. So if you just want to get things and you want to get the ID or information of the store, you can come in here and do that. It's a very, very deep relationship. But yep, that's our data model. We'll go into how royalties gets pegged to the token. You'll see the relationship can dive from the token to the royalties and to the splits. Yeah, thanks for following along. Finally excited to actually show this stuff off. Bye.